In this episode, we'll be learning how to write strong paragraphs.
Learning can be fun! If you like learning in exciting and engaging ways, then Talking Study Guides is for you! I'm Mr. C, and let's get started. Writing a paragraph can require a lot of practice, patience, and a little bit of editing, but it can be a very rewarding experience. We've got no time to waste though today, so let's start by learning what exactly a paragraph is.
A paragraph is a group of sentences that focus on a topic or idea. Paragraphs often start with a topic sentence. A topic sentence tells the reader what the paragraph is about. For example, if a writer is doing a piece on the game of soccer, they may start their piece with the following sentence: "Soccer is the most popular game in the world." It's also important to note that when a new paragraph is written, you should remember to indent, which means to start a little bit away from the margin or edge of the paper.
After my topic sentence comes supporting ideas and details that relate back to how I started my piece. I'm going to continue writing a few sentences that are all about soccer. Let's keep reading.
Soccer is a team sport in which two teams compete against each other. The main objective is to score goals by kicking the ball across the opposing team's goal line. The team that scores the most goals wins. Playing soccer involves a great deal of running, kicking, and teamwork. Some people play soccer competitively, while others just play it for fun.
After I'm done writing supporting sentences, I'm going to try to think of a way to bring closure to my piece. I'm going to sum up what I've written and try to leave readers with a final thought about my topic. Let's keep reading on. The final sentence on our paragraph about soccer is:
If you are a team player that enjoys exercising, maybe you should give soccer a try.
This sentence brings closure to the paragraph and may even encourage people to go out and play soccer themselves. Finding the right wording for the last sentence of a paragraph can sometimes be tough. Luckily, there's a few phrases that can help. Phrases like "all in all," "to sum it up," or "in closing" are a few examples of how you can transition into the final sentence of your paragraph. Remembering all the parts of a paragraph can be pretty tricky, but luckily there's a strategy that can help, and it has to do with one of my favorite foods.
It's broccoli, kids!
No, it's actually not broccoli. Although studies have shown that broccoli may be able to help reduce your blood pressure. The key with cooking broccoli is that you have to cook it thoroughly, but it's actually not a good idea to burn it, so you have to be really cautious.
Can we get back on topic?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was going off topic, which is also a big no-no for writers. You have to remember to stay on topic. I'm ready, back in action. As I was saying, helping remember the parts of a paragraph can easily be remembered by a tasty, delicious cheeseburger!
We all know how much you love cheeseburgers.
That's right, I surely do. You might be asking yourself, what do cheeseburgers have to do with paragraph writing? Well, let me show you. We can use a cheeseburger to remind us of each important part of a paragraph. Sadly for me, this is a cheeseburger that I won't be eating, but it's a cheeseburger that we can learn from. Each ingredient that goes into making a cheeseburger plays an important role in making it tasty. Just like each part of our paragraph is what makes our writing so unique and so special. First, let's start with our top bun. The top bun is like a topic sentence. As we discussed, a topic sentence is such an important part of your paragraph because it informs the reader what your topic is. Just like the top bun is the first thing that we bite into when we eat burgers, topic sentences are often the first sentence that we come across. The middle part of our paragraph is where all the good stuff is. Like the meat, the cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. We can think of these things as being the hearty parts of our burger because the middle part of a paragraph is where the supporting ideas and details are found. Just like the middle part of our burger makes up the meatiest part of what we are eating, the middle part of our paragraph should also be the biggest part of it. No burger is complete without the bottom bun, just like no paragraph is complete without a concluding sentence. The last sentence of a paragraph is so important because it reinforces the ideas that the writer has focused on. Now that we've learned a ton about paragraph writing and went over every part of our tasty burger, let's try a few questions.
The questions that you will be asked come from this reading passage on bearded dragons. Please listen and follow along as I read the passage. Bearded Dragons by Mr. C. Bearded dragons are lizards that come from Australia. Bearded dragons have protective armor on their bodies and spiny scales under their chins that are referred to as beards. If bearded dragons become scared or stressed, they puff up their beards. This makes them look bigger and more intimidating. Although bearded dragons may look scary, they are actually very gentle creatures and can even make good pets. Some pet owners even take their bearded dragons for walks. All in all, bearded dragons are really remarkable animals. Our first question is, what is the topic sentence? Is it, bearded dragons are lizards that come from Australia? Bearded dragons are dangerous animals? Or is it bearded dragons make the best pets? If you chose bearded dragons are lizards that come from Australia, you got it. This topic sentence lets the reader know exactly what we are writing about, and the first sentence does just that. Our second question is, what is the concluding sentence? Is it bearded dragons have spiny scales under their chins? Is it some pet owners even take their bearded dragons for walks? Or is it all in all, bearded dragons are really remarkable animals? The answer is the third choice. All in all, bearded dragons are really remarkable animals. This sentence sums up what the entire passage is really about. Our final question is based on the text. Be sure to look at the text again if you don't know the answer. The question reads, what might cause a bearded dragon to puff up its beard? It's hungry, it's sad, it's stressed, or it's happy. Based on what we read in the text, one of the reasons that bearded dragons may puff up their beards is if they are stressed. Thanks for trying out our questions, and I hope that you learned something about bearded dragons today. Now back to Mr. C.
Friends, I want to thank you so much for joining us today to learn all about writing paragraphs. Writing a paragraph is no easy task, but the more you practice, the easier it gets. Now I would love to end today's episode by eating one of these tasty burgers. But I'm on a new diet, so I'll just have to say goodbye for today. Thanks so much for watching. On second thought, the diet starts tomorrow. So good.